Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the monthly horoscope results for the month of September. This is actually going to be very distinctive month, whether you follow just the planetary alignments, because there is going to be the two significant eclipses which will fall in this month. Along with that, if you are like Vedic follower, so this is going to be the month when we will celebrate the Pitri Paksh for any of the affliction in your chart connected to the Pitris, Pitra dosha and all. So the Sarv Pitri Amavas, this new moon, is considered as very auspicious for paying homage to your ancestors. So, and all those people who are very much into the devotion of the goddess, so we will be celebrating the Navratris as well in this month. So yes guys, a very power packed month with lot of potential for all the rising signs. And guys, before we will dive into the customized results, so like the way I always say this thing, that don't take any of these videos as the prediction, take it more as the planning part, that you know that in which specific area of your life how planets are going to be governing, influencing you, so that you can take very aware and very calculative decision in all those affected areas. So guys, now we will just start our discussion. So I will not just give you an explanation of all the planetary movements. When I will be reaching out to your specific rising sign, then I will explain you how the planets are influencing you. So guys, starting first with our favorite Aries. So guys, for the Aries Lagna natives, this is going to be a very significant month, especially when we talk about the marriage related concerns, we talk about the commercial aspiration of yours. Like the way even at a time when I made this video on this eclipse effect, I said this thing, especially the lunar eclipse, because in your case Rahu is already transiting in your 11th house, and let's say for example if you have those promise in your chart of sudden windfall gain, so this month can actually prove out to be very profitable for you. I said marriage because not only Jupiter is giving its aspect to your house of fortune, Saturn is also giving its aspect. Saturn is in a retrograde motion. Many people say that now Saturn is kind of giving the promises of the house before it, which is the 11th house, and Jupiter is giving its aspect to your 7th house of marriage, commercial activities, and your ascendant lord will also transit over there in this month. So that in itself tells about that for any of the marriage, commercial aspiration, or initiating new task, this month will prove out to be very beneficial for you. So guys, like the way as you can see over here, that sun is already like transiting for half of the month. It is transiting in your 5th house, being in the influence of the Ketu, and once sun will move to your like 6th house, so definitely for those people who have to write any competitive exam, this month will prove out to be very beneficial for you or for all those competitive aspirants. When we talk about from the Mars's point of view, so guys, yes, on September 13th, Mars will finally make its move to your 7th house, being your ascendant lord. So that means your whole energy, action, and the focus will go in the spotlight will go in the matters of the 7th house. So very significant month for the marriage aspirant. Along with that guys, when we talk about the Mercury's point of view, so yes, Mercury is going to be on September 15th. It is going to be getting exalted in your 6th house. So that means if you are a job aspirant, anything to do with the competitive sports, I have mentioned that. Along with that, especially in your line of work, if you're contemplating any changes, or in your line of work there's a lot of the multitasking, accounting work, mathematics, teaching, communication is an integral part. Or let's say for example those people who are trying hard to secure a loan, so even for that point of view this month will prove out to be very beneficial for you. So guys, if you will pay attention, like around the 13th to 15th, lot many planets are shifting signs, like Mars on September 13th, both Mercury and Venus on September like 15th, Sun on like September 17th. So after the mid of the month you will definitely see a lot of the positive transition which will happen in your case. Along with that guys, during this month once Venus will enter in your 5th house, from September 15th, Venus being your second and the seventh lord, its conjunction with Ketu can also give rise to very karmic kind of experiences which you will have in your love life, and especially like even in the realms of the art and creativity, especially if you are kind of a perfectionist or in your line of work, like spirituality is involved. So for those people as well, this is going to be very kind of a breakthrough kind of time. So yes guys, that's all what I can say. And like the full moon impact is going to be influencing your like 11th house, and just because with this excess of Rahu and Ketu and Saturn being there in your 12th house, so in the Shraddh and the Pitri Paksh, so paying homage to your ancestors, like following a ritual, like for example if you live in India, offering water on those like Pitri Paksh days to the people tree, or if you live abroad that is not possible, so even like giving food to the homeless in this Pitri Paksh, so will prove out to be very very beneficial for you, because of the way the Rahu Ketu axis and Saturn in the transit is influencing you. It is going to be very very beneficial for you. Along with that guys, the Gaj Kesri Yoga dates, so September 3rd, 10th, 16th and 23rd is very auspicious. Jupiter in any case is giving its aspect to your 9th house, so that means during these days luck is going to be influencing you, supporting you. So if the Muhurat, giving attention to the Muhurat, you want to initiate something, so these days are very auspicious for that. I do not know whether the screen is visible or not, but I'm explaining that. And guys, when we talk about the moon and the Venus yoga, so which kind of creates a attraction, Akarshan yoga, so that is going to be on September 5th and September 19th. So for like expressing your love or like proposing someone, courting someone, that can be considered. So yes guys, that is all what I have to say for the Aries Lagna. So a month which will support the competitive aspirant, marriage or matrimonial related concern, like running into someone with whom you have some sort of karmic romantic engagement or interest, that can also materialize. And for paying homage to your ancestors, this is going to be a very very supportive. So yes guys, that's all what I can say for the Aries Lagna. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see this thing that your ascendant lord will make its move to your like 4th house, and it will get conjunct with Ketu in this month. So some sort of like, especially for people who are like planning any relocation, because Venus Ketu influence in the 4th house, any relocation related concerns over there, stars will like support you. Along with that guys, Mars in your case is going to be entering in your 6th house. Now Mars becomes your 12th and the 7th lord, so 7th lord in the 6th, that means it is 12th from it, so it's not a very supportive sign. So especially this transit of the planet Mars will kind of put you in a conflicting situation with your business partners or within your marriage as well. So after September 13th, you have to be slightly cautious and careful the way you deal with your spouse, because Venus will be in the influence of the Ketu and Mars is going to be 12th from the 7th, so not a very supportive energy for the harmony in the matrimonial life. Along with that guys, when we talk about this full moon and the new moon impact, the Pitri Paksh and all, so that is going to be influencing the matters of your 10th house and the 11th house. So guys, if I were to say, if you are facing any obstruction in your life, especially connected to your career, over where like just because you have that Pitra dosha in your chart, your 10th lord is afflicted, so this Pitri Paksh is going to be a very good time for like paying homage to your ancestors, seeking their blessing, doing any donation in the name of your ancestors shall be considered. Along with that guys, if you will see that Mercury is going to be getting exalted after the second half of the month in your 5th house, so that in itself means like Mars is a competitive planet, it's going to be there in the 6th house. It might not be good for the matrimonial harmony, but for the competitive aspirant, Mercury getting exalted in your 5th house, so for anything to do with the academic work or with the artistic creative work, competitive work, the month seems to be very very supportive for you. So guys, if I were to summarize a very good month for considering any relocation, slightly vulnerable month when we talk about the matters of the relationship, and when we talk about for the students, academic aspirant, or even people who are like planning to conceive a child, planning a pregnancy and all. So over there as well, stars will support you. And yes guys, the eclipse impact is going to be influencing the matters of your 10th house and the 4th house. So that means your public image, career related matters are going to be, or they are subjected to the like fluctuation in the external circumstances. Like we know that Rahu is like the master of disguise, of making people victim of circumstances, making people entangled into situation, false allegation and all. So just be very mindful, protect your public image. That is the mool mantra which I want to give it to you. And yes guys, the Gaj Kesari Yoga dates like September 3rd, 10th, 16th and 23rd shall be considered, because Jupiter is there in your 2nd house for any financial transaction. And the attraction yoga, so we say this thing that September 5th and September 19th is very good for like proposing someone, courting someone. So that can be considered. So yes guys, that's all what I can say as a gist, as a synopsis of this month, like the probable outcome of this month's planetary influence for the Taurus Lagna natives. So and again guys, because yes, travels will be there, and especially for the students and the creative people and all, it's going to be a very fulfilling kind of month. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, for the Gemini Lagna, as you can see this thing that the very first thing is that the impact of the Aquarius full moon and the lunar eclipse like Purnima Shraddh is going to be influencing your 9th house. And the Sarv Pitri Amavasya, new moon and the solar eclipse is going to be influencing the matters of your 4th house, Virgo, and the 3rd house, Leo. So guys, the very first thing is that if you have any Pitri dosha in your chart, like any restriction or impediments or blockages in the blessing in your case, where luck does not support you that much, so these like 2 weeks are going to be very supportive for you for like doing any anushthan, organizing any ritual, doing any charities and donation and all that has to be considered. Along with that guys, your ascendant lord is going to be getting exalted this month in your 4th house after the 2nd half of the month. So that also tells about that the domestic life is going to be very fulfilling, and people who work from home or people who are in any thing to do with the mathematics or analytical skills or teaching, training and all, so it's going to be very supportive time for them. And also like people who deal and work as a realtor, you work as a realtor, or you are in the travel and tour business, you have your vehicles and you have your cars and vehicles which you have put on Uber or any travel and tour business. So it's going to be a very supportive month for all those kind of people. Along with that guys, as you can see this thing that if I talk about from the Mars's point of view, so Mars which is not a very supportive planet for you, and now it is going to be entering in your like 5th house, so after the 2nd half of the month. So yes guys, like especially people who are connected with the athletics, with the sports, anything to do with the competitive sport and all, so it's going to be very supportive time for them. But when we talk about your relationship with your like in the romantic relationship, this could create a rift as well, because guys during this month after the 2nd half of the month, Venus is also going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu as well. So 5th lord getting conjunct with Ketu, a planet of romance, and Mars being there in the 5th house, so the love life could take a toll. So over there you have to be cautious, you have to be careful. Some people might be very quick to anger as well. So 5th house also tells about the way the thoughts, the kind of thoughts which comes to our mind. So many people will have that anger outburst, so be very mindful over there. The anger might be misdirected anger, that you have had a bad day at office and you vent out all of your frustration onto your children and all. So don't do that, it's a very bad thing to do. So so yes guys, that's all what I can say. So when if I were to summarize guys, in terms of the matters of the marriage and the relationship, your romantic, your love life, over there I'm seeing some stimulating kind of movements like confrontation, very quick to come to like conclusion, explosive outburst. That is how your love life is going to be behaving in this month. Especially people who work as a realtor, work from home and all, it's going to be very beneficial time for those people. Anything to do with the athletics, competitive sports and all, it's going to be very beneficial month for that as well. And again guys, we know this thing that Mercury's involvement and its influence in the 4th house, and Venus's influence in the 3rd house. So like there might be some last minute travel plans as well. And generally we say this thing that in this kind of alignment, any of the travel plans with the family and all, that will prove out to be very fulfilling. Like you planned a trip with your cousins or with your family members, so all of that will prove out to be very fulfilling. So yes guys, that's all what I can say in terms of your career guys. So Mars from the 4th house like was giving its aspect to the Saturn being there in the 10th house. They both were in the opposition, but now once Mars will make its move to your 5th house, so I'm sure that all that pressure from the office, from the work which you were bringing home and which was taking a toll in your peace as well, now that will stop bothering you with this move of the Mars to your 5th house. So and guys, when we talk about the health, so I'm not seeing any vulnerability in the matters of the health. When we talk about the career related outcomes, so Saturn is in a retrograde motion, but the 10th lord is there in your 1st house. So especially people who are like in the top management and entrepreneurs, freelance, self-employed people, the month is going to be very fulfilling. So yes guys, that's all what I'm seeing for the Gemini Lagna natives. The extract or the most important highlight of this month for you people is that with this the Purnima Shraddh influencing the matters of your 9th house, so a very good month for paying homage and seeking their blessings of your pitris, of your departed ancestors. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, for the Cancer Lagna natives, if you will pay attention over here, your Yogarak planet, which becomes the planet Mars. So Mars is going to be now entering in your 4th house, which is a very good sign, because from the 4th house, Mars will give its aspect to your 10th house as well. It will give aspect to your 7th house, to your 10th house and to your 11th house. That means all the houses of commercial aspiration, your gains and a thrust in your career related matters. So that means a very supportive time, whether you work as a realtor or any important plans, initiating any important plans, for that the month will prove out to be very fruitful. Along with that guys, during this month, Mercury is going to be, after the second half of the month, Mercury is going to be getting exalted in your 3rd house. So again, if you are in sales, media, marketing kind of field, you are like a self-employed or influencer and all, so it's going to be a very good month. Mercury's exaltation state, especially like in the 3rd house, in the 7th house, 11th house, in the air houses in short, is considered as very strong. So Mercury over here will actually empower you. Many long stalled task or project of yours will progress in this month for sure. Along with that guys, when we talk about the Venus and the Ketu conjunction, it is going to be happening in your 2nd house. So that also tells about that just to take care of the family and all, there will be some expenses which will happen just to oblige and to socialize, just to be as hospitable as possible. If you are like hosting a party, guests are coming in, so it's not a bad kind of expense. But yes, Venus Ketu, Venus being your 4th and the 11th lord getting conjunct with Ketu in the 2nd house, for sure there is going to be expense in order to oblige and socialize with the family and the friends. That is something which I'm seeing as a highlight for this month. Along with that guys, like Sun's entry is in your like 3rd house and Mercury being over there, so overall, like especially for the self-employed people and all, it's going to be very fulfilling kind of month. When we talk about the matters of the relationship guys, so see guys, your 7th lord Saturn is already transiting in your 9th house. It's in a retrograde motion, and now Venus will also get conjunct with Ketu in your 2nd house. So generally what the pattern which I have seen, like especially for people who are like a seeker, especially connected to the arranged marriage seekers and all, where your family has a major say, or this could be a long lost opportunity. Like sometimes, you know, it's like there was a family which approached you long time back, and that time you did not take that proposal seriously. Now you are reconsidering the same proposal. So that sort of alliances, that's how it can materialize. So guys, if I were to summarize a very good month in the matters of your career, your Karak planet giving its aspect to some important houses, Mercury's exaltation state, sales, media, marketing professionals, you will do very good in this month. You will be very resourceful. Venus Ketu conjunction in the second house, like your social skills and your hospitality will prove out to be slightly expensive for this month. Strong chance of attracting a old flame back in your life, that possibility is there. And guys, yes, the Aquarius full moon, lunar eclipse like Purnima Shraddh and the Sarvapitri Amavasya, all of that is influencing the matters of your like 8th house, 2nd house, 3rd house. So especially if you have any of the Pitra dosha in your natal chart, so doing charities, doing donation, like even at the time of the Sarvapitri Amavasya, like, you know, it's like if you live in India, you have access to those like holy places like Haridwar, Rishikesh, even taking a holy dip during the time of these auspicious days will prove out to be very, very fulfilling, very supportive. It will reinforce your planets. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, for the Leo Lagna natives, as you can see that during this month, the very first thing is that your Mercury, your important planet which can give you financial success and can open many opportunities for you, is going to be getting exalted in your 2nd house. So yes, the gift of gab will open many doors for you. Second thing is that your Yokarak planet, which is the planet Mars, is also going to be transiting to your 3rd house. So you will definitely see, guys, because like the air houses right now are going to be kind of creating a very strong loop for you. Rahu being there in the 7th house, Jupiter being in its own nakshatra in the 11th house, and now Mars being in the 3rd house. So that means because of your connection and your networking, you will materialize and finalize some important project, important deals in this month. Along with that, guys, Venus, which becomes your like 10th lord. So 10th lord is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in your 1st house. So again, guys, when we talk about like this is a kind of a typical combination where ascension or like people who get dethroned, that generally happens because of the influence of the Ketu. So something for which you were not anticipating, some big door, big opportunity can open up for you. And for certain people, the influence of the Ketu, and now because 10th lord is making a connection with it, so just because some old scandal or because of someone else's mistake, again guys, you have to understand with Ketu is not always about your mistake. This could be a case that you are responsible for that department, someone else did a mistake. Now the company has to hold someone accountable. Now just because you are the head of the department, so you have been held accountable, and now you have to, like, you know, you are answerable for something which you haven't done. That it was a natural calamity or like some unforeseen forces which led to that event. So that is what Ketu is. So yes, so just be very mindful, guys. I do not know what kind of dashas are currently going on in your life, but if you are head of a department, responsible in a very sensitive kind of industry, organization, your running dasha is making you very vulnerable, then doing the remedies during this time will become very important. Along with that, guys, so overall, see, if I were to say, guys, the lunar eclipse impact is definitely going to be there in your 7th house. So like the way I mentioned when I made an exclusive video on the lunar eclipse, your 12th lord is getting eclipsed in the 7th house. So because of the partner as well, during this month there might be some problem which might stirred up. This could be your mutual misunderstanding with the partner, or this could be a case that your partner, this could be your spouse or your business partner, did something and now you have to do the damage control. So that possibility is going to be there. So yes, guys, in terms of your career and all, see, in terms of the gains, financial opportunities, it's going to be very fulfilling month. Mars's transit to the third house is generally considered as very empowering. So financial doors will open. You will be at your best, especially when it comes down to your confidence and exertion of the authority. But yes, the nature is going to be very overwhelmingly strong during this month as well. The 10th lord and the Rahu Ketu, the eclipse month, this is the eclipse month, and it influencing you first house, 7th house. So that means doing remedies becomes, guys, very important. Each upasana, charity, donation will become very important, because if something good will happen, again I'm closing it, if something good will happen, it will happen because of your capabilities, because of your talent. And if something bad will happen, it will happen because of the natural forces. You did not have any say over there. And that is what, when we do the remedies, we do the japa, we do the charities, we do the ritual, anushthan, we do the pilgrimage, we do that to tame those negative possibilities. So okay guys, all the best. Now moving ahead for the Virgo Lagna natives. So guys, for the Virgo Lagna natives, as you can see that your ascendant lord is going to be getting exalted right over there in the first house, which will actually put you in a very empowered kind of position. So for the employment concern, people who are like awaiting any chance for any promotion or any commercial opportunities, you are the face of a brand, you have to give an important presentation during this month, stars are going to be supporting you. Second thing is that, guys, in your case, Venus is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 12th house after the second half of the month. So guys, in your case, Venus becomes your second and the 9th lord. So undertaking any pilgrimage, long distance travel, and getting any ritual done, making any or giving any charity or donation will prove out to be very fulfilling for you during this month. Along with that, guys, when we talk about from the Mars's point of view, so a very good news for you, sigh of relief. Mars is your 8th lord and it was transiting in your first house for a while. So that means all that vulnerability of accident and the head injury which it would have created, like suddenly some problem is creeping up and you do not know from where that problem came. So now all that negative possibility outcome will stop bothering you. Along with that, guys, because Mars is going to be transiting in the second house. So the thing is, Mars is like, so in a way the third lord is 12th from it. So there will be some like the speech could be slightly fiery, and the speech could slightly create a rift within the close knit ties as well in the second half of the month, because the second lord is going to be conjunct with Ketu and with this entry of the Mars over there. So just be very mindful, don't be very quick to come to any conclusion, like especially on the days when moon is going to be hemmed, like moon is going to be in pain. Like for example, moon is going to be conjunct with the Saturn on, like for example, September 8th and the 9th. I'm sorry guys, August, I forgot to remove this, I'm so sorry for that. So on 8th and 9th, moon is going to be transiting from your like 7th house, being conjunct with the Saturn as well. So I mean to say, those are the days when you have to be careful. So slightly vulnerable time with Mars's entry in the second house and the second lord being conjunct with Ketu in the 12th house. So in the close ties, there might be some rift or misunderstanding and all. For certain people, this could be a month where you might have to take care of someone, or someone close to you is admitted to hospital, and because of that some sudden medical expenses came to take care of someone close to you. That possibility is also going to be there. Along with that, guys, when we talk about the your commercial matters or the business related matters, I'm not seeing you vulnerable over there. Your like the 7th lord, see, the thing is, the whole of your the Artha triangle, like when we talk about like this could be the second house, the 6th house and the 10th house, they all are in a very good position because of Mars being in the 2nd, Rahu being in the 6th and Jupiter being in the 10th. So that means in terms of your commercial aspiration and all, the month seems to be very supportive. Like a lot many people will get many opportunities, and those who are out of the job or in between jobs, they might also be able to land at a job of their choice as well. Now guys, we cannot overlook the fact that this is a eclipse month as well. So 6th house and the 12th house is getting influenced. So that means health needs to be taken care of. And let's say, for example, if you are in custody or you are responsible for any organization. You are the head of an organization, and there are like some certain fluctuations which are going on, especially when we talk about like in Uttarakhand, in some of the provinces in India, where the cloud burst happened, something happened where, so just be very mindful, be planned. So 6th house related energy, so health needs to be watched. And at your workplace, especially if you're in a high designated position, responsible, in a very responsible position, then you have to be very alert, very cautious this month. Guys, when we talk about from the students point of view, a very good month. Any of the concern of like proposing someone, taking important significant step in your relationship and all, so all of that can be considered. Jupiter, Mars and all the Manglik planets are kind of in a way supporting you. So yes guys, that's all what I can say for the Virgo Lagna natives. So with this month, the way planetary shift is happening, things are going to be much better for you. Just a slight vulnerability of the rift within the close immediate family and all, or just some sort of sudden medical expense to take care of someone close to you, that vulnerability is going to be there. But in terms of your career aspiration, it's going to be very fulfilling month. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, for the Libra Lagna natives, as you can see that your ascendant lord is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in your 11th house after the second half of the month. But the good part is that during at the same time, Mercury is also going to be getting exalted in your 12th house. So especially any of the overseas exploration, overseas concerns, in all that area, high chances of success. And generally we say this thing that this kind of combination with like Ketu and ascendant lord being in the 11th house, any of the long awaited promise of like promotion or any of the consideration for the awards and all, recognition and all, can also materialize in this month as well. So there's going to be high possibility of that. Along with that guys, Mars is going to be entering in your like first house, so, and your 9th house. Jupiter is already there in the 9th house. So if you will see, your trine houses are getting very empowered. So generally I have seen that whenever trine houses are this empowered, it is a very supportive time for some important auspicious or Manglik event to take place in the family. So if you are a matrimonial seeker, marriage seeker and all, stars are going to be supportive. See, just like that, we cannot overlook the Mars's innate nature, which is like Mars is a planet of injury, accidents and all. So when Mars is transiting to your first house, just like if you drive too much of the bike and all, so wear a proper helmet, that will become very important. But along with that guys, luck in any case is supporting you, with Jupiter being very strong now in the 9th house. Along with that, the eclipse season, so that is going to be emotionally unsettling, especially guys when we talk about the September 7th and September 21st. Around this time, the mind is going to be slightly unsettled. But at the same time guys, if you have any of the Pitru dosha in your natal chart, so this Pitri Paksh from September 7th till September 21st, these are the days when you can organize a ritual. If you live in India, you have a provision for traveling to any of the holy place like Haridwar or like Allahabad, Rishikesh, and taking a holy dip in the holy river shall be considered. Getting an Anushthan ritual done, like organizing any event and like any of the public distribution of the food for the needy people, all of that can be done. It will actually bring a lot of the blessing to you. That shall be considered. Along with that guys, when we talk about, I already mentioned this thing regarding the marriage and the matrimonial concern, commercial aspiration, the month is very supportive. Those people who are in the line for any recognition, promotion, any award, the month is very supportive. Any of the overseas exploration, foreign travel, import export nature of business, visa, immigration, finalization, even regarding that, the month is very supportive. Slight vulnerability of that within your close circle. With this Venus and Ketu combination, there might be some fallout with the close buddies and all on a temporary basis, not much to worry about it. But overall guys, I'm just seeing some good results taking place, especially those females who are pregnant. They have to be very mindful around the time of the eclipse, because Rahu Moon combination in your like 5th house, so mind is going to be unsettled, and those who are already pregnant, they have to be very mindful of that. But apart from that guys, especially marriage, career elevation, foreign travels, some employment related positivity. That is how I'm seeing the month for the Libra Lagna natives. And again guys, like some of the important dates like Gaj Kesari Yoga, September 3rd, September 10th, September 16th, September 23rd, for any important career related moves, like when you can put your file for that consideration to your bosses, when shall you apply for that job. So these Gaj Kesari Yoga, because Gaj Kesari Yoga means Moon and Jupiter. Jupiter is already strong in your 9th house and Moon is your 10th lord. And guys, the Akarshan Yoga, attraction yoga, like Moon and the Venus. So again, Venus is your ascendant lord. So September 5th and September 19th is very supportive for proposing someone and all. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, for the Scorpio Lagna natives, as you can see that this is going to be a month which can actually turn around things for the Scorpio Lagna natives in your favor. Along with that guys, your ascendant lord is going to be transiting in the 12th house after the second half of the month. So for any foreign travels, overseas interest, import export nature of business, if you are into that, it's going to be very supportive time for that. Like for any of the overseas travels and all, you will be and you will find yourself very fulfilled, very well supported in that department, in that area. Guys, your 7th lord is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 10th house. So again, during this time, even in your spouse's professional life, there might be some significant changes, transformation, development can happen. Like out of the turn promotion can happen, or suddenly the job is in the line of fire. So all that possibility is going to be there. And along with that guys, when we talk about like the matrimonial concerns and all, so see, the thing is, like 7th lord's conjunction with the Ketu is not considered as very good. Like generally we have seen that the partner might be missing because he's very much busy and engaged in the work. So that is how it is going to be working out for you. But let's say for example, in your own business, in your own commercial aspiration, and especially like you know, if you are doing something which is very research oriented, connected with the spirituality and all, so for any cause and all, so those people can actually get awarded, can get rewarded, because guys, even Sun is going to be transiting in your 11th house as well during this month, the 10th lord. So in all these line of work, people can get rewarded and all. Along with that guys, the whole lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse energy is going to be influencing your 4th house and the 10th house. So domestic life might be slightly disturbed this month, or this could be case inner emotional anxiety, insecurities might also trouble many Scorpio Lagna natives as well. So my recommendation, doing the Sundarakand and the Bajrang Ban will prove out to be very fulfilling for you. Refrain from any land or property related dealing or finalization for this month. Any relocation is not considered, because if you will do that in a wrong omen, wrong shakun, so it will keep on, you know, giving some trouble, intermittent problems. So that is something which I want to say. So yes guys, a very good month for the visa, immigration, planning a travel and all. Partner's career will take a turn in this month, or partner might be very busy. Domestic life will be filled with slight uncertainty. The good part is that your Mercury being exalted in the 11th house. Mercury is not a very good planet for you, but its exalted state in the 11th house can open many doors for you, like especially in the public setting, like if you have to speak and address to a large crowd, or like go for any important finalization of any vendor or important meetings and all. So over there, like you will impress large crowd with your vocal skills, with your public speaking skills for sure. So that's how I'm seeing the results. And yes guys, the 10th lord is going to be there in the 11th house, and the 7th lord is going to be there in the 10th house. So that means for many people, like sudden fame, recognition and all, that can also materialize in this month for the Scorpio Lagna natives. And yes guys, the important dates of the Gaj Kesari Yoga, like September 3rd, 10th, 16th and 23rd shall be considered for any important steps. This could be connected to your career, this could be connected to the matters of the finances as well. And the Akarshan Yoga, Moon and the Venus combination on September 5th and September 19th, like in order to like propose someone or like advertising yourself, marketing yourself, shall be considered on these dates. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, the good part about this month is that first of all, your ascendant lord in the 7th house is in a very accentuated state, and in a way the air houses, the karma triangle is going to be in a very potent state for this month. Like for example, Mars, which is a very auspicious planet for you, being your like 5th lord, Mars will enter the 11th house, Rahu is already there in the 3rd house, and Jupiter is there in the 7th house. So that in itself means that like whether you are a student, you have to like write any competitive exam, or you are awaiting for any scholarship or like admission to any college, any course and all. So for that, this month will prove out to be very favorable for you for acquisition of a new skill, enrollment to a new certification and course. All of that can be considered. Anything to do with the matrimonial concerns as well, stars are supporting you. So guys, if I were to handpick individual areas of your life for this month, so to begin with, when we talk about your career related matters, so guys, your 7th lord is going to be getting exalted. Mercury is going to be getting exalted in your 10th house after like September 15th. So that also tells about whether you are in between jobs, you are applying for a job, or anything to do with the public speaking, or you are like right now heading any important projects and all. So after September 15th, you will definitely see like things will start rolling in your favor, because it's not only that like for example, Mercury is exalted in your 10th house, Sun is going to be there, like Mars is going to be there in your 11th house. So for anything to do with attainment of the position, promotion and all, the month seems to be very supportive for you. Along with that guys, like Venus, which in your case is not a very favorable planet for you, but just because all the income and the gains in your life is being looked by the planet Venus only, because of the rulership over your 11th house. So Venus, which has been transiting in your 8th house for a while, so now Venus will enter in your 9th house. And now guys, the concern over here is that after like September 15th, when Venus will enter in your 9th house, it will get conjunct with Ketu as well. So that also tells about that for the East Upasana, and especially if you are dedicated, devoted to goddess Durga, goddess Saraswati, this month we will be celebrating the Navratri, Shardiya Navratri as well. So for any of the Devi worship, this month will prove out to be very fruitful for you. And guys, like if I were to say from the Saturn and the Rahu Ketu's point of view, now that becomes very important, because although Rahu and Ketu are like always important, but their power gets manifold. It gets very strong during the time of the eclipse, like the way we say that Sun and Moon are being completely taken control by the nodal axis, now which is going to be happening on September 7th and September 22nd, which is also the like the Purnima Shraddh and the Sarva Pitri Amavas as well. Now guys, in your case it is going to be influencing your 3rd house and the 9th house. So let's say for example guys, if in your case you have any of the Pitri dosh in your natal chart, which generally happens like if your moon is conjunct with Saturn or Rahu, your moon is conjunct with Saturn or Ketu, and like any of the manglik or auspicious event in your life happens after a lot of the delays and a lot of the struggle. So these 2 weeks, like from September 7th and September 22nd, can be utilized for like making any donations, any charities in the name of paying homage to your ancestors. That will definitely empower your 3rd house and the 9th house axis. See guys, it cannot be overlooked. Like if you follow Vedic astrology, you would be knowing the importance of this axis of Rahu and Ketu. Rahu in the 3rd house and Ketu in the 9th house is considered as the strongest. So that means you can actually turn around the wheel of the destiny in your favor, and which can be done during the time of the eclipse when the Rahu and Ketu are going to be very strong. So guys, if I were to summarize, for the matrimonial concern, it's a very good month. For anything to do with your public image, public speaking, important decision in your career, like employment call, promotion, recognition point of view, the month is very supportive. And like the way I mentioned, because of the Shardiya Navratras, so any of the Devi Upasana, and nothing could be better than that. If you worship Devi as your Ishт Devi, your like chosen god, so then also the month seems to be very supportive for you. So yes guys, I'm not seeing any vulnerability to any accident, any major losses, or any like concerns in the harmony within your domestic life, with your matrimonial life. So I'm not seeing any vulnerability. Major areas of the life are well taken care of. Yes, a lot is dependent on that, in which dignity Rahu and Ketu are placed in your chart and what kind of dashas are running, because third house and ninth house will activate. So many things will happen because of the, like this could be the third power, this could be because of the force of the nature. So that will happen. So during those times, like having a shield of your East Upasana and all generally protects the people. So yes guys, that's all what I can see for the Sagittarius Lagna natives. After all that chaos which Venus in the 8th house, Mars in the 10th house would have created in this month of the August, September has lot of the good positive news for the Sagittarius Lagna natives. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, for the Capricorn Lagna, the very first thing is that a lot of the vulnerability regarding which I have been talking, like in your 8th house, Sun and Ketu conjunction can give rise to many sudden unpredictable events. For certain people, this could be awakening of the third eye chakra, or intuitive insights and prophetic dreams and vision. And for certain people, this could be getting entangled into any past scandal or any controversy and all. So all that vulnerability will come to rest after this month or during this month, because now planets are going to be getting perfectly aligned. There is no doubt that Mars in the 10th house is considered as very strong. Your 9th house will glow, will illuminate, because Mercury is going to be getting exalted in your 9th house. So in all those areas where like luck was not supporting you, after the second half of the month, in September, you will see things getting aligned in the right direction. And along with that guys, like Venus's transit in your 8th house, its conjunction with Ketu. So your 10th and the 5th lord being there in the 8th house and being in the grip of the Ketu also tells about that in certain cases, any of those like artistic creative work which you have been pursuing from the past, or like that can suddenly materialize. Like all those areas where you have almost lost the hope, suddenly things can turn around and be in your favor. Along with that, people who are like very much devoted to like in your artistic creative work, there is a lot of the flavors of the spirituality, there is a lot of the flavors of the research that can also materialize. And again guys, in your love life, it is going to be kind of a alignment where there might be sudden attraction towards someone like with whom you have like soul level kind of connection, or there might be sudden separation and distanced with the partner as well. That is how it is going to be generating results. Because guys, in your case for the Capricorn Lagna, when we talk about marriage, see, look at it in this way. Like for the Cancer and the Leo, it's not only we have to only look at the 7th house, because 7th lord is Saturn. It moves after like 2.5 years. And for the Capricorn Lagna, in your 7th house moon, it moves after every 2.5 days. So I mean to say, we have to give attention to all other parameters as well. For relationship, Venus becomes very important. In your case, Venus is your Yokarak planet as well. So that is the only reason blending everything I'm saying. And let's say for example, if you are an artist and during this time, let's say for example, you get an audition for any spiritual role, any period drama, so there is a high possibility you might nail it, you might book it. And again, the good thing is that luck is very supportive for you. Anything to do with the travels, visa, immigration related concerns, stars will support you. Like let's say for example, because Mars there in the 10th house is considered as very strong, and being your 11th lord and the 4th lord, so that also tells about that yes, if you are working as a realtor, or you are in a line of work where you have to push around, like very fast paced work environment, very short deadlines, so you'll be able to work with the best of your capabilities. Like anything to do with the performance, competitive scenario, stars will support you during this month. So yes guys, that is how I'm seeing. So if I were to summarize, in the matters of the relationship, in your love life, there is going to be some, where we say miracle, suddenness, unpredictability, soul level connection, and detachment suddenly. So those kind of events can materialize. Whatever will happen, it will happen like the way we say that he is the chosen one sent to my life, like the divine ordained. That could be the case in your love life. For the artist and the academic related matters, especially if your field is connected with research, spirituality, it is going to be very beneficial time for you. In the career front, guys, my recommendation to the Capricorn Lagna natives as if now is that no matter how hard the work pressure is right now for you, because your ascendant lord is also right now retrograde, Rahu is in the second house. So no matter what happens, don't even think about laying down your papers, because this is a typical kind of alignment where generally if driven by impulse, if you will put down your papers, so generally then a long break happens, so you might not be able to find another job quickly. So yeah, just be very mindful of that. Your Saturn is retrograde, Rahu in the second house in the finances create fluctuation, and the 10th lord in the 8th house. So be very mindful of that. And but the good thing is that for anything to do with the pilgrimage, travels, getting good guidance and counseling, advice from the people, right set of people, stars are actually supporting you. So yes guys, that is how the month seems to be turning out for the Capricorn Lagna. And yes guys, September 7th, the Purnima Shraddh, the Aquarius full moon and the lunar eclipse energy, after that the Pitri Paksh will also start. So again guys, your Lagna is of the Saturn. So if in your chart, in your birth chart, your moon is conjunct with Saturn or Rahu, your moon is conjunct with Saturn or Ketu, so these 2 weeks from September 7th till September 21st, called as the Pitri Paksh, is very very auspicious for doing any charity, doing any donation in the name of your ancestors. They're like, guys, being a professional astrologer, in certain cases more than the East Upasana, we recommend, as an astrologer, we recommend do the remedies and pray to your ancestors. They will give you everything which you want. More than the gods, it's your own ancestors who will give it to you. So yeah, that will become very important. Any donations, charity for the Pitri Paksh, I'm gonna make separate video on that as well. So just be very mindful of that guys. Gaj Kesari Yoga. So in your case, because 7th lord becomes the moon and Jupiter is in the 6th house. So especially anything connected with your health, hospital visit or any job employment concern. So September 3rd, September 10th, September 16th, September 23rd is going to be the Gaj Kesari Yoga dates. The moon and the Venus combination, the so-called attraction yoga, it will get formed on September 5th and September 19th. Like courtship, proposing someone, you're trying to advertise, market yourself. So these days are very supportive for that. Okay guys, let's move ahead. Now when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, for the Aquarius Lagna, the month is going to be bringing a sigh of relief, just because in the Rahu Ketu axis, at least the good part is that with the entry of the briefly the entry of the Mercury in your 7th house first, and after that getting exalted in the 8th house, will keep your mind very balanced. Like all that uncertainty, illusion which Rahu Ketu axis might have created so far, so now there's going to be, things are going to be much more in control, in the command of yours. So that can be said with confidence. So and again guys, Mars is also going to be making a move in the 9th house. So again, because the way things were before for you, ascendant lord retrograde in the 2nd house, Rahu Ketu axis, Mercury being afflicted and all, so things were not that happy dandy for you. But in the month September, I'm seeing things getting aligned. And also guys, for all those kind of people who are job seeker, in between jobs, applying for the jobs, so even for that as well, the month is creating a very supportive energy. So guys, if I were to summarize step by step, so the major turnaround of this month will happen after the second half of the month, when Sun will transit Virgo. September 15th, Mercury will get into Virgo, Venus will get into Leo, get conjunct with Ketu. So after the second half of the month, you will see major turnaround of the things. But one thing is for sure, for this month, especially if you are in a commissioning work or you are in sales, and the way for general people in the serving hospitality, we say the tips are very important. For people in sales, the profits which you will make, the commission you make and all. So for all those kind of things, anything to do with the research, sudden speculative gains and all point of view, the month is creating a very supportive energy. Like lot many people will be driven towards investing money. So for the investment point of view, the month is creating a supportive energy. Second thing is that, guys, in the career related matters, all that uncertainty, higher fire, that sword was like kind of swinging over your head because of the 10th lord being in the 8th house, that will come to an end. Anything to do with for your work related, for connected to the work, whether you have to take any on the job training, whether you have to go for a travel, all of that will prove out to be very profitable for you. Along with that, guys, your 7th lord is going to be transiting in the 8th house and Venus will enter your 7th house. So Venus and the Ketu combination happening in the 7th house after second half of the month, that also tells about like especially for the singles, there will be some like divine ordained and spiritually oriented people who might enter in your life, and there will be sudden attraction, sudden kind of connection that can happen in the matters of the relationship. Jupiter is very strong right now in your 5th house, so your anything to do with the academic matters for the artist, creative people, learning a skill, understanding things, as long as Rahu is not creating many illusion and confusion and obsession, so academic matters are well taken care of. And guys, during this month, because of the energy of the lunar eclipse, this Shraddh Purnima and the Sarvapitri Amavas happening in your 1st house and the 7th house, so for anything to do with the fame, anything to do with the safeguarding your health and opening more doors in your life, so from September 7th till September 21st, doing any donations, making any charities and all to seek the blessing of your ancestors. Like if you live in India, as simple as that, in the night after sunset, lighting a diya with a mustard oil and a til under peepal tree, that can be done. So all these rituals will be very rewarding for you. So yes, guys, in terms of the, if I were to summarize, in terms of the career, work related travel, training will prove out to be very supportive. People who are in anything to do with the research, sales, media, marketing, passive income, a very supportive week. In relationship, there will be that kind of spiritual soul level connection you will feel with that kind of people, or within the relationship you will feel that spark for sure. And yes, for education, academic matters, the month in any case overall is very supportive for you. So all that negative things and the cautionary things which I have been warning from in my weekly horoscope videos, which the Aquarius Lagna natives are not very happy about, complaining in the comments, this month is going to be much better for you. And lastly, guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, for the Pisces Lagna, as you can see over here, that the very first thing is that your ascendant lord is going to be in its same dignified position, being in the Punarvasu Nakshatra in the 4th house. Any of the housing, domestic related matters, Manglik event in the family life, stars are supporting you for that. Second thing is that, guys, Mercury is going to be getting exalted in your 7th house after the second half of the month. So in the commercial matters, like some sort of opportunities, expanded vision, those people who are thinking about expansion, scaling up, this month will give you many opportunities for that as well. Guys, Venus is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 6th house. So guys, see, although Venus is not a very important planet for you, but again, Venus in itself represents love, romance, and that see, Venus in the 6th house is not considered as very good. Venus's combination with the Ketu, it is much more troublesome. So for many people, like especially guys, because Venus becomes your 3rd lord as well, so just be very mindful of your conduct around the females, especially at the workplace. You might have made a small joke or small talk, and it might, you know, kind of get into some major conflict and issue, because Mars is also there in the 8th house, and the planet of discipline, Saturn, is there in your 1st house. So it will not overlook these kind of kind of casual gestures. So that has to be inculcated, that has to be taken care of. So from the Venus's point of view, and especially like guys, even in your like social circle, we generally say that in order to help people, if you will lend money, so do it in a proper documented way. Let's say for example, you just based on the goodwill, word of the mouth, you gave your money to someone. So 6th house, third lord being in the 6th house, after the second half of the month, you might not see that money back. So you have to be very careful in all these kind of matters, how you deal with females, the matters of the credit and the loaning money has to be done with proper documentation. You have to be mindful of that. And again guys, I already mentioned, for anything to do with the courtship, arranged marriage, manglik event or business aspiration, scaling up, regarding that, the month seems to be very, very supportive for that. Mars is going to be there in the 8th house guys. So Mars in the 8th house, Saturn being in the 1st house. So just be very cautious and careful. Like we generally say that, you know, when Mars is there, like in a way the malefic planets are influencing you, they are around you. 1st house is you as a person, your head, and Saturn there in the 1st house, Rahu in the 12th house, Mars in the 8th house. So unnecessarily don't pick up fights with people, avoid confrontation. If you are in a line of work where you have to deal with the tools or with the weapons and all, or too much of the rivalry, like you have to deal with these kind of toxic and very fast-paced environment. You work as a paramedic or a firefighter and all. So just guard yourself. Guarding yourself becomes very important, the way planets are influencing you right now. And yes guys, I couldn't overstress that this month, the lunar eclipse and the Shraddh Purnima, after that the Pitri Paksh will start and it will end with the Sarva Pitri Amavasya on the September 21st. So these two Pitri Paksh in your case is going to be influencing the matters of your 12th house and the 6th house. So charities, donations will become very important. If you live abroad, if you live in India, you have a Pitra dosha in your chart, getting a ritual Anushtan done, like, you know, serving and like making donation, or if you live in India, lighting a mustard oil diya under peepal tree with a til in it. So, you know, as a respect towards your ancestors, all of that needs to be done. That's all what I can say. So yes guys, and the Gaj Kesri Yoga, because that becomes very important for you, because Moon is your like 5th lord, and Jupiter is already there in the in your like 4th house. So the combination of the Jupiter and the Moon, which will fall on the September 3rd, 10th, 16th and 23rd, proposing someone or starting a business, launching a business or planning a child, all these things can be considered. Like you are applying for a admission to any college, any course. So September 3rd, 10th, 16th, 23rd shall be considered. And for like attraction, proposing someone, advertising, marketing yourself, so the attraction yoga, the Akarshan yoga, Moon and the Venus, which will be on the September 5th and 19th shall be considered. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again guys, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.